And as I start, I want to say Happy Grandparents' Day. How about that? Did any of you grandparents here, either on site? There we go. You can raise your hands, and/or on Facebook. Go ahead, raise your hand. Give yourself a nice big tap on the shoulder. You are in a very special group. Grandparents' Day became a national holiday in 1978 to honor grandparents, to give grandparents an opportunity to show love for their children's children and help children become aware of the strength, information, and guidance older people can offer. We can reflect on them. Show appreciation for ourselves. Be grateful for who we are. Grateful for our grandchildren. I'm delighted to say that Trina and I have a granddaughter. Her name is Rosalina, and she will turn 2 years old on Halloween. She has so much energy, curiosity, and laughter. Rosalina radiates love. You ever see that in a child? Absolutely radiates love. And I'm sure she is, in many ways, just like any of your grandchildren. See if this typical visit with Rosalina sounds at all familiar. We're all sitting around the dining room table. Rosalina is busy working with her spaghetti, and the adults are all laughing at Grandpa Tom's latest joke. I thought you'd find that funny, huh? Anyway, suddenly we hear a high-pitched baby giggle above everyone else, laughing and looking at us as though Rosalina understood the joke all along. No matter. She just wanted to join in the fun and be part of our laughter experience. Oh, there's always time for music and reading with Grandma Trina. Our latest favorite is Baby Shark. Any of you know that?
Never heard it.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, something like that. Anyway, so she does it much better than I do. Anyway, so another idea is I'm holding her in my arms and dancing and singing some Sinatra, as I like to do. And she puts one hand on each side of my face and turns my head to her so she can give me a kiss. Oh, it's so precious. And she loves animals. Many of you know our dog, Bailey. Well, no matter how many times we call him Bailey, Rosalina will probably forever call him woof, woof. And finally, at the end of the visit, she comes up to us as she's leaving and gives us a kiss. The door closes, and as the quiet settles upon us, we listen to the silence with a tear in our eyes and love in our hearts. We experience so much love when Rosalina is in the house. We're grounded and centered in those moments. And then when Rosalina is gone, we go back to the challenges in our lives and the pain in our country. These certainly are extraordinary times. Everywhere we look, there are serious issues. COVID-19 pandemic, isolation, quarantine that has become our new normal, affordability of health care, deep divisiveness, racial injustice, the economy, the loss of employment, and creating a safe environment for students and teachers to go back to school. I could go on and on and on. And it's no wonder that we can become overwhelmed, depressed, and afraid. And I have found that in order to experience and moving out of that consciousness, and in order to experience emotionally healthy spirituality, you have to work at it. You have to want it. You have to overcome fear and embrace love. So if there's one thing that I'd like you to take away from my talk today, it is this. Stay grounded and centered in love. Stay centered and grounded in love. So what does it mean to stay centered? It means that you have the ability to stay calm and connect to the core of who you are in the face of all this uncertainty. It means that you're not controlled by the external chaos, but rather by your values, your purpose, and the vision you have chosen for your life. So just a few suggestions to stay grounded include stay focused on the present, the now moment. And it's in this moment, in this experience of the now moment, we experience God. Be present to the source of you in the now moment. Be strong in your sense of self-worth. Be connected to nature. Meditate and use positive affirmation. The list could go on and on. But the reminder is to find ways to stay grounded. To stay centered. Sometimes we say grounded and center, and many people think they're synonymous. They're a little bit different. Staying centered means that you have a reference point or a place to come back to when life's challenges and emotions push us off balance. The center is the place you know you have to get back to. I focus on being centered in spirit. Imagine tethered ships, right, that they float securely in a coastal dock. They're rocked by the winds and waves, withstanding those conditions while remaining protected. Damage may ensue, but the boats are safe, and they will not be tossed into the rocks or lost at sea. Like the ship, we too. I've discovered that as I center in life and love, that I create a balanced life. To stay grounded and centered in love means to be fully present and balanced, to feel affection for, harmonize, and unify. How do we live it? It's about living consciously. It's about being aware of what is happening in our life. Eckhart Tolle, as many of you know, has written a very powerful book called The Power of Now. He addresses a little bit about us living in the moment. He says, if you find it hard to enter the moment or the now directly, start by observing the habitual tendency of your mind to want to escape from the now. You will imagine that future will be either better or worse than the present. If you imagine the future is better, it gives you hope or pleasure. If you imagine the future to be worse, it creates anxiety. Both are illusions. Through self-observation, more presence comes into our life automatically. And the moment we realize that we are not present, we are present. Staying grounded and centered in love is best applied in life by remembering who and what we are. Yes, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And regardless of what you are experiencing right now, you, each and every one of us, are a perfect child of God. When you could remember who and what you are, regardless of the circumstances going on in the outside world, then you can let go. Or you can say it's easier to let go of fear and worry because you know who you are. You are God in expression. and you can let go of any fear. Fear blocks many things in our life, doesn't it? Fear affects emotionally, fear affects our bodies, and so does worry. And so it's important to begin to let go of fear and move from fear into faith, which is the theme of this year's Unity World Day of Prayer. How can I be in fear and worry if I know, without a doubt, that God is my source? God is all there is. Love is all there is. And so when I realize that, it is easier to let it slide. Just let it go. And then we open our eyes and we see. What a powerful statement. We open our eyes and now we can see. Let me share a quick story with you that touched my heart. A small boy was found trying on his grandma's glasses, and his mother asked why. He said, I want to wear glasses like Grandma because she can see much more than other people. She can see when people are hungry and tired and starving. She can see when people are hungry, and she can even see what will make them feel better. She can see how to fix a lot of things so they're fun. And she can see what someone's supposed to do and meant to do, even if they don't do it right. She can see when someone's going to cry. She can see how to get them to smile again. I asked her one day how she could see so good, and she said it was the way she learned to look at things. That's how you can see so good. So when I get older, I want a pair of grandma glasses so I can see as good as that too. Isn't that a remarkable lesson? You see, when we open our eyes to see, we're not only talking about our physical eyes, but we're also talking about the eyes of our heart. The eyes of love. Eric Butterworth, the famous Unity author, would say, we have to look beyond appearances, look beyond the facts, and see the truth in life. And yes, it's a skill that we can develop, and I assure you, it's not always easy. We are called to see the good, or to look for the good in every situation. It's not easy to see. It's a challenge sometimes. And yet, even if we cannot see it, we know the good is present. It is present. It may be concealed, but it is the opportunity to be revealed. The opportunity for change, to do things differently, to wake up and see things in an all-new way. We have to look from the eyes of our heart. There is only love, and God is love. And if God is everywhere present as we teach, then it means the love is everywhere present, regardless of how it seems to be expressing in our life. It has the potential to express as love in our life. Are you expressing love as an emotion or a divine power? It truly is a divine power within each and every one of us that we can use for good in our life. And it's noteworthy that it is our nature to love. We have an unlimited amount of love within us. Love means you want good for everyone. You don't want a laser light for certain people. No, you want the floodlight. for everyone in the world. And you want the love you feel in your heart for everyone else in the world as well. Love is about wanting good for everybody, regardless of their behavior. You hear that? Regardless of their behavior. I have found firsthand that love is an attracting force. Thanks, God. Thank you. And I'm glad of that. Those things that we love in our life, we attract to us. Do we get that? Those things that we love, we attract to us. Love is a harmonizing force as well. Yes, there's only love, and love heals. And love sets us free. We teach oneness and unity. We are all one. But we are not free until we are all free. You see, my dear friends, this is the real situation. I am my brother. I am my sister. I am me, but I am also we. And so it is important, my friend, to do what we are called to do. To see that we are all free. We teach it. Now let's live it. When we're in an uproar, we go inside for guidance. And we first go to God. And then we go to humankind as God directs. And I know His voice of love. I've heard it many times. It is singing throughout my life. It is all that I am, every part of me that I choose to be. The voice we know. It's the voice of love, deep within us. It's the voice of God expressing through you and expressing through me. I believe that if we could all stay grounded and centered in love, the world would be free. I love you, I bless you, and I see the Christ in each and every one of you. Namaste.